Hoo-ha!
Hey, hoo-ha! Hello, everybody. Welcome
Wow.
to the stream. Wow.
We were violently debating the Harkness test, is what we were doing.
Yeah.
That's why we were delayed.
Yeah, somebody brought up the Harkness test at the top of the chat, and first of all, I
But
didn't
you
know
know
what that
what?
was.
Yeah, we did not know that.
It's because he's
What do we know,
bisexual.
Susie? Oh, God.
We have a henshin happening, so I do apologize. Zaya. All right, Senmaru, thank you for subscribing at Tier 1 for 50 months. 50. Holy cow. That's over 4 years. I do appreciate your generosity there. Welcome to the stream, everybody, and thank you, Void Adept, for the hoo-ha. And I don't have to thank Soupy, but I will thank you, Soupy, for the vamp redeem. Welcome to the Ace Attorney extravaganza. We are coming to the end of the Dual Destinies DLC, which means we're coming to the end of the game entirely.
Yeah.
Yes, it's kind of crazy to think about.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm Martin. I'm your host, Little Karibo. I'm here for the long haul. I'm very happy to say that by the end of this one, we'll have finished 5 Ace Attorney games, not counting the spin-offs.
7.
Yeah, not counting the spin-offs, it'll be 5. With the
So-
spin-offs, 7.
7
Oh,
with
yeah.
the spin-offs. Forbidden Super, thank you for the
Wow.
Yeah.
do the la 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 la, do the la 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 redeem. And more than anything, I'm celebrating the fact that we're not at Anime Expo this weekend. We're getting to sit at home with air conditioning, with no
Air
staff members
conditioning.
blocking
Yeah.
exits.
You get to walk wherever
You
I
can
want.
walk 2 feet in any direction in your own home.
I don't see a
Yeah.
single Funko Pop within the 20 feet area around me.
You can drink water without it costing $8.
There is a Funko Pop
Wow.
within 20 feet of you, unfortunately.
No!
But it's a Karibo, it's fine.
No, I was going to say there's also the Jason Voorhees and the Peter Pan and then the Kristoff.
Where are they?
Well, Jason is in
They're
the
just
kitchen,
waiting.
I think. Yeah.
I was hearing a
They'll make themselves known.
All right. But yes, let me quickly thank people for following. Fruit Punch Samurai Ichin Po, thank you for the follow. Mechatronist1432, thank you for the follow. King of Crustaceans, thank you. Snapdragon 45A, thank you for following. Cryptic VA, thank you for the follow. Nix the Night Fox, thank you for the follow. Nightmare Abyssal, thank you for the follow. Sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. And XX Hambo, thank you for the follow as well. Hambo. And Senmara, thank you again for that resub. I do appreciate it. And so Straw Hat, what's wrong with Funko Pops? Just look at
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, they're ugly. I hope that helps.
them. Hope it helps.
I love that Karina's like, they're ugly, and internally I'm like, they represent everything I hate about capitalism.
That too. That's a deeper conversation.
Exactly.
We're not
That's a
prepared for that on the Ace
other
Attorney stream.
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Also-
for just chatting.
But also, haha, I'm Joshin.
Yes, of
slash
course.
J/J. I am not. There are
Just in
Funko
case
Pops
Funko
within
Pop wants
10
to
feet
pick
of me.
them.
I'm afraid.
You can't escape them. They're herpes.
I had the Alex Trebek one, to be honest, but that was given to me as a gift.
In my defense,
Yeah.
most
We'll
of
buy
the
them
ones
for
I
you.
own, most of
Yeah.
the ones I own were gifts, and I'm
Yeah.
like, well, that was
yeah,
super
that's
nice.
the game.
Yeah.
There's
No,
just
People
one
who
for
buy Funko Pops
everything.
for themselves.
Christoph Bjorgman from Frozen was my
That's his
wooby for a
name?
while. I think so.
He was your.
I didn't even know he had a
He
last
was my
name.
wooby. Yeah. No, because he was
That was Marin's
thick.
Orbo.
He was he was my blorbo. He was thick. He was a chunky man, and I just wanted to like lay on his pecs. Anyway.
Oh, I was thinking of the other guy. Never mind.
Which one?
Oh.
Oh.
Hans.
Hans?
Hans.
Oh no, not him.
Okay, that's better, I guess.
Although he was cute too. I don't know what it was about the Nords in that movie, but I was like, hey. But anyway, so because I was like I barked over him so much, I was given 2 Kristoff Funko Pops.
What's his surname?
Bjorgman, I think.
Two Bjorgman.
I didn't even know he had a government name. That's crazy.
Yeah, right.
He is kind of like homeless, technically.
I thought he was just raised by the gnomes.
Gnome man.
Where did he get his last name from?
Oh, you know what? He probably needed to register for Social Security to get that ICE job.
That ice
Oh,
job.
probably.
Like,
Yeah.
whatever Social Security is.
Deep
in
into the
Norway.
ice industry.
They're like, all right, last name. He's like, Bjorkman?
He was
looks-
gonna
he
say
looks to the
Fjord
left.
Man, but
He looks to the
yeah.
left and he sees Bjork performing, and he looks to the
Bjork.
right and he sees a man enjoying Bjork performing. And Hambo in the chat says, modern witches curse people by turning them into Funko Pops, which makes me think of the chapter of the Yu-Gi-Oh manga where all of them get turned into the Dungeons and Dragons figurines. So I want a modern version of that where Bakura puts them all into Funko Pops. I think that's way more evil.
Dang, they don't. I
It's
thought we
because
turned
he's
them into
bisexual.
crystals, but all right.
Prometheus, thank you for the Vamp Redeem there. All right, but we need to introduce my fantastic trio of terror. I was like, what?
Trio of Terror.
Trio of
No,
terror.
that is accurate.
Wow.
That's
Not wrong.
You know what? Yeah, for various
Ooh.
reasons, they are very
Sustained.
scary. We're joined by, of course, off the bat, while I quickly scramble for the gay update, we are joined by my partner in life and love and lolling. We are joined by Marin. Hi, Marin.
Oh, hello everyone. It's me, Marin Miller, here today with your gay update. And that was a Diet Coke, by the way, not a beer.
You know, I opened one earlier before the stream, and I was like, I hope they don't think I'm just drinking.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I like
it
noon
was
on a
covered
Sunday.
by a henshin. It's okay.
even if I did think that, I would only respect you more. It's God's day.
No, you're so right. God would want me to have the beer.
Yeah, he's like Miller time, bitch. Oh, but you know what? I do have something that is kind of exciting. So there's
yeah.
a new Code Geass show that's coming out on Hulu right now. Episode 3 just came out on Friday, and I wrote the English script for that episode. So I got to write dialogue for Chris Urbaniak, who is Dr. Venture, but also like I more know him from his like one episode cameo in The Office.
It's James Urbaniak.
Yeah. Oh, James. I'm sorry. What did I say?
Chris.
What the fuck? Who is Chris?
His middle name is Christian. So maybe.
Oh. Wow.
Whoa.
ADHD is a bitch, isn't it? It's like I see letters.
I
and
also
they
don't
kind
know.
of-
Is that how you pronounce that surname?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Dan Green. That one's easy.
There you go.
Dan Green's in
Ooh.
it,
Dungram.
and I don't know who else I can say because you know, I don't know what is and is not a spoil. I don't want to spoil. So anyway,
Lots of
watch
talented
it.
people, including
Yeah,
you, Marin. You're very talented working on the localization.
Yes, and man, it's very interesting, you know, because like I worked on Becoming Karl Lagerfeld earlier this year, and I also worked on the Rascal duology, and like these are all very dialogue-driven shows, but like the intensity of the dialogue in Code Geass is like something I've not had since Gundam. It's so dense.
Karl
And
Lagerfeld
like
wishes he was Lelouch.
Karl Lagerfeld was so breezy and gay. I loved it. It was like everyone was just angsting and sort of talking like this. So it was very easy to write. And now I'm like, "Whew, how many more words do I need to put in this mouth?" But no, it's really cool. I'm enjoying it, and like it's very surreal to be working on something that, you know, set the world on fire when I was a young kid. So yeah. And I also I have a stupid bootleg keychain. It's a little
Oh.
clear flip flop, and it has a picture of Suzaku
Yeah.
in the bottom. And I bought it. I bought it 15 years ago, probably like 17 years ago
Wow.
at this point.
It's older than
And
our
like
marriage.
yeah, and at that point I had not seen Code Geass, but I knew who he was because everybody knew fucking, you know, Suzaku and Lelouch. And so I looked at it, I picked it up, and I said, Shuzaku. And then I bought it. I kept it this whole time, so I like to think of that as manifestation. Just keep a weird token, and you might achieve one dream.
That's not manifestation. That's a themifestation, Marin.
Oh, Z-Snap.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, well, that's my news.
A rabbit's foot from an anime
Some
con.
very exciting news.
Yeah. A flip-flop anime boy. But yeah, the last there was like a week where I was working on this episode, and anytime people were like, "How are you?" I'd be like, "I'm in the pretty boy mines."
Evil Tree Sock, thank you for cashing in your startups for a doo-da-la-la-la-la-la, doo-da-la. And also thank you to Andragon941 for the follow. And Yankee Gal, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 9 months in a row. Theo says hello. Hello, Theo. All right. Now let's move on and introduce our second of the Trilogy of Terror. The second installment. Also known as Soupy. Hi, Soupy.
Hi, hope everybody's doing well. I'm back from my Dawn Trail sabbatical.
Your pilgrimage. It's not
Yeah.
a rest. You did not rest. You were in
That's
pursuit
true.
of the truth.
I 100% did not rest. I just went back to work after a week off and then just felt like I was going from work to work.
Yeah. You
That's
know, you got to
MMOs.
turn your brain on. That's why I get so stressed out at the idea of playing more Final Fantasy, because I'm like, I gotta pay attention so that way I can talk to Soupy about this. But then I get so stressed out trying to pay attention that I forget what's going on.
Yeah, every time you log in, then it's suddenly like an hour in front of the glamour dresser, and then it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's been an hour.
But I know what flavor soup you are today. Soupy, you are hype flavored soup because you started us on a hype train when you were introducing yourself, thanks
Oh.
to Evil Tree Sock, who subscribed with Prime
I'm
and said,
sure
"Whee!"
that was about me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I did this.
And we're also joined the final installment, the revenge installment. We are joined by the deadly, the dastardly Karina Drawfee. Hello, Karina.
Hi.
Hey. Great to
I'm
have
here
you back.
too. Thank you.
All right.
I'm definitely not hungover. It's because I'm normal.
You are
and
very
it's
normal.
My birthday soon.
Oh,
So I'm not
Wait.
hungover.
How soon
When
we
is
talking?
your birthday, Karina?
Huh? Tuesday.
Oh
my God.
gosh.
So soon.
Happy
Happy birthday in
birthday.
Yay!
advance.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We celebrate Karina every day, but today, but Tuesday especially.
Happy
Yeah,
Right.
Tuesday especially.
to you.
What is happening?
Happy
Oh my
birthday,
god.
Mister.
Edgeworth doing a sexy happy birthday.
Yeah, he's like, he's got his arms
He-
pushing the cravat out, you know?
Yeah, he's breathless.
My titties keep getting in the
No,
Because
you
he
know
just
what?
climbed 12 flights of stairs
Ah.
because he won't use the elevator.
It would be
He ran.
gumption
He
to Edgeworth.
needed to
Charlotte.
sing it normally, but you know.
Happy birthday.
Hunched over.
He just ran the dog obstacle course.
Are you going to be
New record.
doing anything special to celebrate that you can share with us, Karina, or are you just going to be?
Not particularly.
What are you doing that you can't share?
Oh,
Secret things.
all of it
Spill it.
secret.
My Edgeworth performance. Nah. I hung out with people yesterday. My brother will be in town next weekend. It's
Oh, very
a fun
nice.
time.
Nice.
Sugoi.
Well, if you see Karina on any other streams this coming week, do be sure to wish her a happy birthday.
Yeah.
All right, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Dark Jade says, this is an interesting one. Code Geass, one of the animes which really gets you thinking about morals. Which camp are you in? Just curious. I'm in the camp of good. Myself, my morals are good.
Martin Below.
I chose the right one.
Things that people with good morals say. My morals are good.
I have-
They're great, actually.
I make good decisions.
Well, so for context, basically, Pepper, I'm sorry.
Oh, what happened?
He moved to in front of me, so I put my foot straight down, and then
Oh,
I
baby.
nudged him with my toe.
Oh no.
So yes, basically in this, it's an alternate history where Japan has been taken over by a Britannia. And so Britannia is like literally treating them like second-class citizens and killing them without prejudice and, you know, blah, blah, racism, blah, blah, yada, yada. It's not a very veiled criticism of
Sure.
England. And then basically like so there's the side of the Japanese, which are referred to as the 11s because Britannia dehumanizes the Japanese by not even calling it Japan. It's just colony number 11. And 11s is then, yeah. Yeah, colonialism in real life, Lena Kira. You are correct. Or in anime life. um, so yeah, and that, but then, so there's the Japanese, the people who are fighting for Japanese liberation. There are the people who are fighting to maintain British colonialism, and then there's Lelouch, who is mad that his British dad is an asshole and didn't give him love as a bastard child or whatever, and so he was banished to the colony of 11 and is now like, fuck my dad, I'm gonna kill him. And so like he has like his own little army and is trying to usurp the British colonial rule, but not it's for his own benefit basically. What spoilers? It's how old is this show now? 18 years? And the new show is a sequel, so
Hambo.
Bro, did you guys know Aerith dies?
Oh my god.
oh
my does she?
God.
Anyway.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hambo, thank you for subscribing at tier 1. Do appreciate that. And yeah, I couldn't say what side I'd be on in that conflict. I would be on whichever side is the I think obviously the people being oppressed, I think.
Yeah, I'm
I
obviously
just think I'd be on the
of-
good side. I don't know
Good
who they
guys.
are.
Whoever
but they're
they
good
are,
guys.
whichever ones.
My morals
I'm
are
sure
good.
at the time they will make themselves known. And then I will just be like, yeah, you guys.
I'm
what?
always going to be the one who sides with or at least advocates for the people with the least amount of power. That
I
are
will,
doing
I will
the
add,
least
I
harm.
will go for the ass part of the Gias.
Oh, that's who your side.
Siding
You're on
with
the ass side.
rear side.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Speaking of asses, we need to get to the asses attorneys. We are currently right at the tippy top, I believe, of the DLC for which one is Dual Destinies, and I don't know if anyone in the chat has a previously on, but we believe the last thing we established was that somebody
Where's Dark
gave
Jade?
We're just like, help, help.
please. Mavana PSN, thank you for subscribing at tier 1 for 43 months there. Lelouch's motivation is still better than Nina's. Kill them all because you killed the girl I was stalking. Who's Nina? All right. I agree. Dog Jade.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Dog Jade, my question is more along the lines of changing a corrupt system from within it or doing so from outside. Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't know if Dog Jade is challenging me to answer this before Dog Jade will give us the recap, but
I'm holding it hostage, bitch.
I will change the corrupt system from within it as long as there are asses involved. Sure.
Changing the system from within the ass. Got it.
Here's my feeling, right? I change the system from within it, gain as much knowledge as I can, and then I leave the system and tell the system to go fuck itself, and then help other people to change the system from the inside.
Because it's
And-
never, the fight's never over, you know?
Yeah, unfortunately, it just evolves.
I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna change the system from the inside, and then I'd get out on the inside and be like, oh, inside's kind of nice.
Oh, no.
I see why they protect this.
Yeah.
Maybe my morals aren't good.
Oh,
He's
God.
like, wait, who's the good guys again? Because this is really
But
good.
I'm
He's a bad guy?
comfy.
Yeah.
Strap strings, thank you for
And
the
I'm
hydrate.
tired now.
I got my blankie. Snow the First, thank you for subscribing for 2 years there. We interrupt your legal system to bring you rap battles. I really hope there aren't any rap battles because it would involve me having to rap, and presumably both sides of the rap as well if it's Phoenix versus this guy. So please don't make me do this. All right. Well, I don't think we're necessarily getting a recap, and that's okay. But we believe what happened last time is
A whale is a murderer.
we established that the sleeping drug was given to the whale. We thought that it was Dr. Crab, but then it turned out to not be Dr. Crab, and we think that this Buster Rhymes guy, what's his name? Marlon Rhymes.
Rhymes.
Marlon Rhymes is
Mr. Busta
responsible.
Rhymes.
PK Luigi says there's definitely going to be a lot of rapping. Oh no. Dark Jade says, good luck with that one, given that the corruption in Britannia is baked into things all the way from the very top downwards. And 2 seconds there. So I think Dark Jade is going to give us a recap. So I'll stall for time unless you guys want me to just jump right. Oh, hang on.
No,
Here we go.
if there's a lot of grappling, I think we can let you skip it.
Woohoo!
Dark Jade, last time on Dual Destinies, we finally finished up our second day of investigations, finding an exact copy of the charm that Sasha says had belonged to Azure. That's right, with her holding onto that one as a memento of her deceased mentor. Inside of Rifle's tummy, we also found out that Azure and Sasha shared the exact same medical condition. We did some questioning of Dr. Crab about things, discovered that Orla was potentially drugged, and now Marlon's been called back to the stand again. All right. Are we good to jump in then, folks?
I think so.
Let's drop some of these beats.
I can't jump.
Oh no.
I'm white.
I haven't been watching the trial and nobody's told me anything.
Marlon Rhymes. You are under suspicion for the attempted murder of the Orca.
I like that that L Train is writing like lore for Dark Jade in the chat here.
Where's Chat Wiki when you need it? I see. Well, if it's already out. Mr. Rhymes? Is he really going to admit it? Oh my god, he admitted. Fine. I'll tell the truth. Pixelinks me. Count Zero. Kamen Rider Agito. Thank you for the resub for 34 months there. Oh, fantastic. I managed to make the stream where I believe we will see the point where I had to get up and walk away for a bit.
Please, 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 please.
No. There could be so many reasons in the Ace Attorney franchise. Fine. I'll tell the truth.
It's probably not something you want to be saying in court.
That you'll tell the truth after you're not...
Yeah. After you've already been saying shit.
No one
Fine.
cares. They don't have
Fine.
memory.
The truth. Sasha is lying to protect that orca. At 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, there was still water in the orca pool. The incident happened before the orca was moved to the show pool. Orla killed the captain by bashing him 30 feet high and making him slam down on the water. So I thought the orca should pay the consequences. Skejozar, thank you for the doodle-la-la-la-la-la redeem. Doodle-la.
Now we're back to the Orca again?
I did not see that testimony coming.
Now wait just 1 minute. Yesterday, Orla was proven innocent. Besides, you said Orla was in the show pool during the cleaning.
I didn't want to sell Sasha out. That's why I didn't tell the truth. But the fact is, all three of us, Sasha, the captain, and me, were cleaning the pool room. It was a real mess in there.
But Dr. Crab and Miss Buckler both said you were at the show stage.
Well, the only thing Dr. Crab knew about the cleaning was what I told him. I didn't give him a whole lot of details either. Maybe he misunderstood. And Sasha is lying to protect the orca. She can't tell the truth. Sasha put blood on the skull rock herself to make a fake blood stain. She just had some spare blood?
You don't?
Don't we all?
I guess we all technically do.
You don't need all of it. Just most of it.
I think it's pretty brave of her to let herself get arrested to protect the orca.
Mr. Rhymes, how can you lie like that?
It's the truth. Besides, wouldn't it be better for you if I wasn't lying? If the orca did it, you win your case.
What? This is all very hard to believe.
Ninja Wall, it's bizarre that it's taken
More
him this...
hard to believe than ghosts.
Yeah, I was like, it's taking you this long to be like, hang on a second.
I'm starting to think there's something crazy going on here.
It's not like
We
we
got
didn't...
really lost in the sauce.
We had
It
a
was like,
whole-
I was on board for this whole time, but
The first whole trial was directed at the orca, and now he's like, hang on, the orca?
hold up.
This is crazy.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. The truth of pegging? Okay.
Yes.
Pegging is the only truth.
But if Mr. Rhymes' story is true and about pegging,
I have a story about pegging
Uh,
that I'm writing.
okay.
I thought you were just going to tell us a specific story.
That's why I added the ... that I'm writing.
Miss
It's the
Buckler
Pegging
would be
Cinematic
innocent,
Universe.
Right.
and the Orca would be the killer.
Meaning if we turned our backs on Orla, we could save Sasha.
Thank you, Blaze Girl.
Mia Artist, thank you for the follow, and Blaze Girl, thank you for bonking Marion.
Having a witness lie to save your own client? You silly bitch. What a dirty, underhanded tactic, right, Dodo?
Oh, by the way, chat, let me know if there are any issues with the audio levels. I forgot to ask at the top of the stream.
Objection!
Yesterday, the defense proved Orla was not guilty. We have no intention of going back on our ass. I saw the word ass and I stopped, sorry. We have no intention of going back on our assertions now.
Hoo-ha.
Big word for him. Yankee Gal, thank you for hoo-ha, redeem. Hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
Distracted mid-word.
There it is.
We're not going back on our ass. Ooh.
What are you saying, Mr. Wright? All you gotta do is admit the Orca did it and Sasha goes free. Isn't a lawyer supposed to act in his client's best interest?
Phoenix was like, I've never done that in my life.
Do I look like the type of guy who does that?
I just like winning.
Pixelinks, thank you for bonking me, deserved. But that wouldn't be acting in her interest. Miss Buckler believes Orla is innocent. And we, of course, believe that Miss Buckler herself is innocent too. Acting in the client's best interest is an important part of our job as lawyers. Using dirty means to win a verdict would destroy our client's faith in us.
That's right. We believe in both Miss Buckler's and Orla's innocence.
Huh? I just don't understand how you can treat a human and an orca equally.
I think orcas should be able to vote.
Yeah. Sasha or the orca? You can only save one of them.
In a fire. Who do you go for?
Ha ha ha! I don't know about that.
He actually doesn't know.
He really doesn't. I think I can save them both. All I have to do is disprove your testimony. Oh yeah? Then go ahead and try. JC Legendary says, letting orcas vote is how we fix climate change. I will
They're
do...
trying to vote by killing yachts.
By killing the other people.
Yeah.
This is where you vote, right?
Voting in their own ways.
I seen those humans reach into, like, opening the mouths of those ballot boxes and then stuffing their hands in there. So maybe we just gotta slap this
This
vote.
must be the same thing.
I will do just that. If I can't tear down his testimony, I won't be able to save both of them. I have to find a weak spot and start tearing. All right. The truth. Are we pressing, Soupy?
I think so.
What exactly do you claim Miss Buckler is lying about? Sasha put that bloodstain on the skull rock and stuff herself as false evidence. She left fake traces to try and save the orca.
Objection! Witness, if you keep talking nonsense, I will seal your mouth shut.
The defense supports the prosecution's idea. But Mr. Wright, my testimony helps your client. You ought to be happy. I want to save both Orla and Miss Buckler. I won't accept anything less. I won't accept anything left. I'm very right-wing. No, I'm not really. I'm wearing blue.
Phoenix, right?
Oh my god.
It's all connected.
Now that that's understood, please continue with your testimony.
Now that we've established that, anyway.
Fine. All right. At 3:30 a.m., there was still water in the orca pool. When the victim was killed, how much water was in the pool? It was before the pool was drained for the cleaning, so it was full. You went into the orca pool room and saw this yourself? Dr. Crab said that you were at the show stage.
Objection! But it's possible that Dr. Crab was misinformed or that he misunderstood. The witness already explained this. Why are you taking this meaningless tack?
I'm just pushing buttons.
Bro, you're pushing my buttons. If you want to play games, Taka here would be more than happy to play with you. Gra.
We better be careful how we press the witness. Taka is watching us like a hawk. Get it? Like a hawk?
LOL.
Bird.
I have not laughed that hard in a while. Alright, witness continue.
Void Depth, thank you for cashing in your star chips for a doo la 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 la. The incident happened before the orca pool was moved to the show pool. The orca was moved to the show. Ah, shoot. Hang on. Too many things are happening. So you're saying the incident took place before the cleaning began? Ugh. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the proto badger redeem.
Trying to peg you.
No.
He's like, do I have consent?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, Busta!
The captain, Sasha, and I were gonna do the cleaning together. It's much more efficient than trying to have just one person do it alone.
In the defense's case, however, more lawyers means simply more lawyers. Nothing more.
What? You're one to talk. All you have on your side is a cantankerous bird. What about me? I'm up here all alone.
And
with
a
me just being
cantankerous
my
jet.
impact.
That's it. Lady Catherine Fake Queen, thank you for bonking the chat there.
I hope the judge gets in on that Genshin Impact class action lawsuit.
Are you people done? He's very meta today.
I'm so sick of you guys.
Shut up, Mihoyo.
You need the witness to keep you focused? For shame, right, Dono?
I can't pee unless there's a witness.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
Oh my god.
I was the only
We
one
are
who...
finding so much about Disaster Vibe.
I was the only one who kept my mouth shut.
I guess we know some extra job duties for Apollo.
Jesus
And it's like, and
Christ.
he has to clean the toilet.
I was wondering why Mr. Wright set up my desk in here.
Oh my
I
God.
thought
So
it
I
was an
can-
honest mistake.
I said it was just because there wasn't enough room, but
I'm
Anyway,
hurt. I'm down. Somebody need help.
anyway,
Oh, God.
the incident happened in the orca pool before the cleaning got started. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Can an orca even do that? Send a person flying up into the air like that? Yup, of course. I've seen orcas bashing seals 60 feet into the air.
I think like 3 days after this, Edgeworth called Phoenix and was like, I was on a yacht the other day and the craziest thing happened.
There was a whale trying to vote. So naturally, Orla could do that to the captain too. He's basically the size of a seal. And the shape.
Seal?
Seal.
What a frightening thought. And you mentioned it so casually, Mr. Rhymes.
Yeah, I don't care. Well, what else can I say? It's the truth. Mr. Rhymes is claiming that Orla killed the victim by sending him flying into the air. But would something like that even be possible in the Orca pool room? There's something about that statement that bothers me.
And so you witnessed the moment the victim was killed by the orca, is that right?
Exactly. So he doesn't like that one statement about bashing him 30 feet high. Let me see if there's any evidence about... Wait, hang on, that's the feeding. That's not really gonna help, is it? Walkie-talkie data.
What's the autopsy report say?
The walkie-talkie. Contusion from head trauma thought to be from 65-foot fall into pool.
The testimony said 30 feet, I think.
Really? Oh yeah, 30 feet. Boom. There it is. Let's present this, I guess.
Objection!
Hey!
Yeah.
When lies are piled on top of each other, contradictions start to emerge.
I love it when lies are piled on top of each other.
This time is no different. Are you saying there's some kind of inconsistency in my testimony? That's exactly what I'm saying. You claim that the victim was sent flying about 30 feet into the air. But the autopsy report states the cause of death was thought to be from a 65-foot fall. What? Additionally, in your testimony a moment ago, you said at 3:30 a.m. on the 20th there was still water in the orca pool. The pool is about 65 feet deep, and there's about 30 feet between the water and the ceiling. If the pool was full of water as you claimed, it would be impossible for the victim to fall about 65 feet as the autopsy states. What a whale of a tale, Sly for the Sky Dragon. Mr. Rhymes claimed he was in the orca pool room so he could make these statements. But the truth must be he was at the show stage just as Dr. Crab and Sasha testified.
I believe that brings us back around to the orca didn't do it.
I didn't believe the witness's testimony from the outset.
Oh, look at me.
I am grateful to you, Right Dono, for shutting the witness up. As I thought, the only person who could have killed the victim is Sasha Buckler.
No, you see, no, come on.
Okay, it was the orca, all right?
That fact still remains, whether the witness was the one who tried to kill the orca or not.
Son of a... Mr. Rhymes was right about one thing. His testimony was advantageous to our case. But pointing out the contradiction in his statement will only drive us into a corner.
As Prosecutor Blackwell said, suspicion against Miss Buckler is now deepened.
Uh-oh. If I don't do something fast, the judge is gonna find Sasha guilty.
Guilty, let's go home.
Oh.
Mr. Wright, isn't there anything we can do? There has to be a way to prove Sasha's innocent.
At a time like this, the thing to do is turn my thinking around. Instead of trying...
Turn the beat around.
Turn the beat around. Instead of trying to prove that Sasha couldn't have done it, to think about what made it possible for somebody else to have done it. As long as the crime scene is the orca pool room. Oh, so it didn't happen there, maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking it happened in the show pool.
Then Sasha's the only one who could have committed the crime.
No need for pity, your baldness. Finish him off with a swift verdict.
It appears the defense has no objections. Very well. I will give my verdict.
He just wants to go play Genshin.
Is it like Yu-Gi-Oh? Because I hear Yu-Gi-Oh, they give you like 3-point-something seconds to make to activate a card, or your player can keep their chain going or something. So I'm like, does he have 3.4 seconds to object, or he's good?
Yeah, very similar rules,
Very.
actually.
Yeah.
Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict.
I'm not done yet.
But you were so quiet, Mr. Wright.
Reading
Do
my
you have something to
cards.
say now?
The defense has a counter-argument.
Whoa.
You do?
Oh, pitiful. Such desperation.
That's my whole thing.
You look... What?
I'm desperate. That's my thing.
Oh, yes. I thought all
That's
I heard was
desperation
hole,
was his
and I
intention.
got distracted. I'm not gonna lie.
That's my hole.
Don't look at my hole.
No, don't look.
Oh, look,
Don't
I'm
call my hole
desperate.
pale.
You look pale. Are you sure
I've been
you're
waxing.
prepared to make this go? God. Are you sure you're prepared to make this counter-argument? You seem distracted.
A lawyer
And
is
waxed.
someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. I'll never forget those words, no matter how many years go by. Even though it's probably just a bluff, I'll give it to them with a smile.
Yeah, baby, give it to me.
What if the scene of the crime was somewhere else?
Wow.
Perhaps your hole.
He's done it again.
What if there was a third location?
Scene of the crime. Yeah, what if there's a third location in the room?
Somewhere else?
What? You're finding fault with the police investigation now? What?
I didn't do that every time.
As I understand it, the prosecution's argument is as follows.
Does that sound right, Mr. Prosecutor Man?
What do you think?
The scene of the crime was the Orca pool room. Only the defendant and victim entered that room when there was no water in the pool. Therefore, only the defendant could have committed the crime.
That is correct.
But if the scene of the crime was not the Orca pool room, then somebody other than the defendant could have committed the crime. If
Now
things
the
were
defendant's
different,
argument.
Right.
it would be
The
different.
defense's
So
argument
true.
sounds like, what if there was someone else? Huh? What if it was somewhere else? Oh, what if I have an ass? Here's my hole. Pull something out of it.
What?
Have you considered?
Is that my voice?
Yeah, that's what you sound like, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Are you sure you know where you're going with this?
No.
I might not be too sure, but I can't back down.
He's so smart,
He's such a role model.
right?
Such a
Mr. Right.
bisexual role model.
I hope that I'm wrong, but this isn't one of your bluffs by any chance.
No.
Come on.
Me bluff?
I don't know her.
Of course not. The judge knows me far too well.
And do you have a theory on where the actual scene of the crime was?
Let me
Yes.
just read my cards.
Of course.
Yeah.
Think,
You have
Phoenix.
3.4 seconds.
Think of a place other than the Orca pool room where one could fall to one's death.
Name one place that's
building,
not the
no.
crime scene.
Starbucks.
And by all means, share your theory with the court.
Outer space.
I heard there's whales there. Where was the real scene of the murder?
The show pool, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It's like one of two
Because there was a
locations.
train that can take stuff like back and forth.
The show stage pool might have been drained of water at some point as well. And if so, it would be just as possible to fall to one's death there as the Orca pool.
Right, don't know.
What?
What you're doing,
He's like, what is it now?
what you are doing is a disgrace to your profession. That's the verb. I sincerely hope you have some basis for what you are suggesting.
Of course I do. I will, as soon as I think of something.
The victim's body was found in the orca pool. How do you explain that?
Objection!
How about if, after the victim was killed in the show stage pool, his body was moved to the orca pool?
Okay.
Hey, E-Man.
How about if... What kind of presentation of your argument is that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant, what is, what if it was, I don't know, Jeopardy?
All right, you may proceed.
Good enough.
You had better have a reasonable explanation of how the body was moved.
Nope. There's no turning back now. I have to think of a way the body could have been moved. To the rhythm of the funky beat?
I will accept that explanation.
Was there something at the scene that could have been used to move the body? The crane, I'm guessing?
Yeah, we have like the railing on the top, I guess it would be.
Lift it up there.
Take that!
Ba-boom. The hoist runs between the orca pool room and the show stage. The stretcher can be hung from the hoist to move things like Orla or the Skull Rock. The stretcher could also have been used to move the dead body. Jack Faraday, thank you for the follow there.
Yes, if the stretcher can move the orca or the skull rock, it seems likely it could also move a dead body as well.
Wow, somehow that worked. I just might be able to pull this thinking thing off. If the show pool was the scene of the crime, somebody else could have done it. I just have to think of the pool like a giant toilet and clean it.
Wait,
Apollo,
I
get over
usually
here.
get someone else to do that.
You desperately spew conjecture, and now you even make up a crime scene?
Yes.
Oh, he broke out. Ah!
Ah! Not again!
You don't have the soul of a warrior. You don't deserve to be on the battlefield. And even your fabrication is half-baked. It's a disgrace!
He's like, here, have a full-baked fabrication.
What do you mean half-baked?
Your pie sucks!
Oh,
The hoist can be operated from the orca pool room only.
gah.
And the only person who entered the orca pool room was the defendant. So even if the body was moved...
By the rhythm of the funky beat.
God damn it, the only one who could have moved it was the defendant herself!
Eustace winner indeed, Azelmagia. People are still coming down off of that.
Order! So it comes back to the defendant, no matter which pool it was.
Meaning, I can't clear Sasha either way. Sasha said she moved Orla and the Skull Rock. And I believe her. So could it be possible that she moved the body herself without being aware of it?
Mr. Wright, do you have an objection to Prosecutor Blackwell's claim?
Is that why the skull was not in the right place because she moved something else instead of the skull?
Could be.
Do I have an objection to the claim that the defendant moved the body? I'm guessing that I do. Oh. The defense has an
Hold on,
objection.
Process the question.
Alright, fine, let's hear this objection then.
Well, my objection is... I can't admit I haven't thought of one.
Yeah, boy.
Mr. Wright, sounds like saying you had an objection, didn't you?
I was
Sorry,
peer
did you
pressured.
say
He
Erection?
loves saying that. It's his favorite thing. Be
Can't help
nice.
it. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, he admitted.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, I feel like giving you a penalty.
Come on, that's worth it for
That's
that little
fine.
And I
exchange.
feel like I should have some Mountain Dew right now.
There it goes.
Blah, 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 blah.
Glug, glug, glug. All right. He did the do.
Useless wiener. That's what I think of the new translation for AAI2, which I think is probably why
I think
they
that's
did
probably
it.
what they were going for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
The hoist could only be operated from the Orca pool room. Furthermore, the defendant is the only one who entered the Orca pool room. Therefore, the defendant is the only one who could have moved the body.
Fishface Terra says, don't kink shame him, Your Honor. There are no inconsistencies in Prosecutor Blackwell's claim itself.
Kink shaming is my kink.
Lady Catherine Fay Queen, thank you for the hydrate command. But the only things Sasha moved are Orla and the Skull Rock. So that must mean Sasha moved the body without realizing it. I admit, I don't see any problems with Prosecutor Blackwell's claim per se. Miss Buckler must have been the one who moved the body to the rhythm of the funky beat.
What? Why do you keep saying that?
Mr.
What does
Wright,
that mean?
are you admitting the defendant committed the murder?
No.
And there was a funky beat happening?
When did I say that?
Where is this funky beat you keep referencing?
No.
I want to move my body to the rhythm of a funky beat, but I do not hear a funky beat.
I'm simply conceding that she was the only one who could have moved the body to the rhythm of the funky fresh beat.
I don't understand what this means!
Shut up! Shut up!
However, I contend Miss Buckler was not aware that that is what she was doing. The culprit made her move it. Hang on. The culprit
rhythm
made
of
her
the
move
funky
it
beat.
unbeknownst to her.
The defendant moved a dead body without recognizing it was a dead body?
I feel like that happens frequently in this franchise, though.
Well, someone's gotta.
How could that be possible?
The body was found in the Orca pool. It must have been moved there somehow. I might find some kind of hint in the things she moved with the stretcher. The culprit made Miss Buckler move the body along with this piece of funky fresh evidence. The skull rock. It had
The
been moved.
CD, obviously.
Yeah.
The only
She
thing that could
burned
be
him
funky
onto a
fresh.
CD and then
Yeah.
took it to the other room.
Yika-bokum.
The Skull Rock?
Miss Buckler told me yesterday that she moved the skull rock when she was cleaning. The only two things Miss Buckler moved to the Orca pool are her body and the Orla, and her body to the funky fresh beat and the skull rock.
Sorry.
I would like to suggest that the victim's body may have been inside the skull rock. Oh, okay.
In the mouth.
What?
Hidden inside the rock, the body could have been moved to the Orca pool with the hoist. At the show stage, Marlon Rhymes loaded up the skull rock with the body inside. And then he used the walkie-talkie to let Miss Buckler know the rock was loaded. Much like he is loaded when his movies come out. Miss Buckler operated the hoist from the Orca pool room and moved the stretcher. She moved the rock without knowing the body was inside.
You really think there's enough space inside the Skull Rock to place a body?
The swashbuckler flyer indicates it could be possible. Please focus on the question at the bottom left and not on the cute whale.
Fuck
It's
that
too
whale.
late. I'm focused on the whale.
I hate that whale. That whale's a
Oh.
murderer.
It says, who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the Skull Rock?
Years later, the whale releases an autobiography called If I Did It.
In that case, I suppose the rock is most likely hollow.
What's more, if the body was inside the skull rock, it explains the remaining unanswered questions. I appreciate Hambo saying she can hoist my load.
Who are we talking about?
Sasha.
Okay, yeah, she is an adult.
Orla.
Okay. I was like, the whale?
Yeah.
A jazz.
Please take a look at the security footage of the scene Mr. Plume witnessed. Where did the body that Mr. Plume saw come from?
Where'd that body come from?
Please recall, what was Orla doing to the skull rock at this time? She was headbutting it.
Oh.
That's right. Orla's ramming released the body from the skull rock. The body had been placed inside the skull rock and moved there from the show stage. I assert that the real murder scene was, in fact, the show stage pool.
Silence.
Oh, what rubbish is this now? You don't have a single scrap of evidence.
Objection!
It's easy enough to verify what I say. Take a look inside the skull rock for yourself. You should find some kind of proof that the body was there. Blood, fibers, hair, stuff.
Right, don't know what stuff are you talking about?
No stuff.
You know, stuff.
Like a little piss.
Yeah, just a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I watched. I saw it.
Hold on. I now understand why Phoenix Wright is so obsessed with cleaning the toilet. It's because he needs someone to watch him pee. We already established that before, but now my brain did the chess piece connecting like United Attorney Investigations too.
Oh my god.
And now you can write the peeing cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Do not write that universe.
You know what, Martin? Just because you told me not to, I'm gonna have to figure out how the fuck to write this now. God damn it.
Very upsetting. Just
Aaron loves
LE86.
challenge.
I'm gonna have to write probably 40,000 words about that.
Just
Yeah, at least. That's
Because
just the
I don't know
beginning.
how to get there.
this
That's
doesn't,
just establishing the toilet lore.
this
The
doesn't
toilet was from the toilet store.
this doesn't pass my hardness
Established
test.
by the Avengers post Thanos snap.
Just LE86, thank you for resubscribing at tier 1 for 37 months there. 37 months, baby! Please wish me luck for next week performing in Guards, First Night Wednesday. Whoa! You're going to be in a production of a Discworld play? That's awesome. I was in a production of Carpe Jugulum myself. I played one of the vampires. It was a lot of fun, but those teeth make acting a little bit stressful. Having to speak through them and also keep them in my mouth was a whole thing.
There are Discworld plays?
Yeah, no, there's play adaptations of the Discworld books. In fact, I think most of them have been adapted into stage productions, but not like big productions. They're usually like amateur productions, but still, it's always very exciting to be part of one of those. So just Ellie, telling you to break a leg. I hope that it goes very well. And thank you for the 37 months of sub, just over 3 years there. And L Train, thank you for the 10 bits. Orla's autobiography in a few years about this murder. If I orchestrated it. It's very good. And Senmaru.
Very, very well done.
Well done, well done. Senmaru, thank you for bonking Marin. Did you say this, Soupy? Oh.
Not yet. Mr. Wright, that was incredible. You turned things completely around. And to think, it all started with that half-baked bluff, too.
Whew, that was a close one. Did you really have to act that last bit?
Yeah. If the murder took place at the show stage, then who's the perpetrator?
It is naturally.
It's because he's
those who
bisexual.
smelt it. The person who was at the show stage. Thank you, Lady Catherine Fay Queen, for the vamp redeem.
Bisexual. It was the bisexual.
It just cut to him and you went, bisexual.
That was him looking at Phoenix Wright and just contemplating.
Bisexual.
Bisexual. And then
You
he
know who
figured
this
it out.
guy reminds me of, though?
Huh.
He reminds me of the guy that's on The Acolyte, and he was also Jason in The Good Place.
Oh, Danny,
Manny.
Manny Jacinto.
Yeah.
Manny
Danny,
Jacinto, yeah.
Danny DeVito. No.
Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito.
Star of the Acolyte.
That's Danny DeVito's new.
I'm a Sith, Charlie.
form. Yeah.
Always two there are.
Mr. Rhymes. Weren't you the one who loaded the Skull Rock onto the stretcher at the show stage?
Bisexual.
Also, I caught the whale pun too. I just didn't want to boo Soupy because.
Oh, no,
that's my
never.
husband.
Wow. Wow.
You're my
The only,
husband. I
the only
respect
possible the only possible response was a boo. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. Well, from me, yeah.
I feel like
Wow.
these streams.
I'm not feeling supported by my husband right now.
You know that if you want my support, you just need to ask me to cup your breasts.
Hoo-ha.
Okay.
Thank you, Darwincy, for the hoo-ha.
You're
redeem.
right.
That's all I'm good for.
These streams though are they're kind of like that puzzle where you have to get 3 animals across a river, but if you put 2 of them, if you put like the fox and the rabbit in the boat, then one will eat the other. It's like that.
Yeah.
You have to put Marin and Soupy in the boat because they won't attack each other. They won't insult each other.
Yeah. We'll just cup each other's breasts across the
I don't
river.
think you can put me in the boat at all, to be honest.
Then how are you supposed to go?
I'm stuck.
I don't have enough hands for all these breasts.
All right, we got
I'm
his.
terrified.
He's turning heel. Here we go.
Wow, Mr. Wright. That was some pretty smart brain work you did there.
It wasn't.
He's turning into a Sith.
To be honest, I never thought you could figure it out. I tried to protect myself, but I guess it came back to bite me.
Are you confessing you gave false testimony before, Mr. Rhymes? That's perjury, and we care about that here.
That was the truth, and the stuff before was a lie. No.
Hear me out.
And Kokomo Nomagami, thank you for the Proto Badger redeem there.
Yeah, what Mr. Wright says is true. The body was inside the Skull Rock. And it's true the captain was killed in the show pool, too.
What? He's admitting it that easily?
This time, I'm gonna tell you the whole truth about what happened that day.
The whole truth.
Oh.
I see we're moving on from just the truth.
In the
Show us
show
your
pool, the
whole
orca shot the
truth.
captain up into the air. Then the captain
gun.
came down and slammed into the water. I can still remember the spectators' screams clearly. At 3:30 a.m.? Was it? Or are they talking? Is it different?
All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked.
Wait.
Maybe it's just like other staff or something, but there shouldn't have been other people there, right? So we're back to the orca again, I see.
Pixelinks, thank you for the hydrate command. And thank you, Karika, for the resubscription at tier 3 for 42 months. Holy cow, 42 months of tier 3 sub. 42 months, almost 4 years. Woo! Love you all, Karika. We send that feeling right back your way. We appreciate and love how supportive you have been. All right.
If you were going to give testimony like that, why did I bother putting you on the stand?
All I'm doing is telling the truth.
The whole truth.
That day, Sasha wanted to do the old version of the Swashbuckler Spectacular. So I suggested she hide the body in the Skull Rock and move it to the Orca Pool. I was gonna figure out what to do with the body after the show was over. The Orca is the one that killed the captain. It wasn't me, and it wasn't Sasha.
So it was Mr. Rhymes' idea to hide the body in the Skull Rock? But if Mr. Rhymes is the culprit, why would he protect Sasha? False charges against Sasha would mean he himself would escape suspicion, so why? Hey, Rolling Boshi, thank you for the raid. Bandit Keith Raid in America, baby. All right. Rolling Boshi, appreciate you stopping by. I hope you had a good Final Fantasy XIV stream. Oh, sorry, Lena Kara. I jumped in there. Appreciate you giving the shout out. Rolling Boshi, thanks again. False charges against Sasha would mean he himself would escape that.
Mr. Wright, how about if you leave this to me?
Athena.
I'll fuck it up, don't worry.
Athena, do you mean you heard something?
Yep, noise. Discord in Mr. Rhymes' heart.
So that means somewhere in his testimony, there's an inconsistency in his emotions. I wonder if his heart has Discord Turbo.
Only one way to find
Oh,
out.
Nitro, sorry.
Turbo.
It's Nitro, you boomer.
I'm such a boomer.
Damn.
All right, Athena. Give him a good counseling session on your Skype Discords.
Sorry, I was thinking about Discord.
You got it, boss.
Open Slack.
God.
The aim sound.
Huh? What's this?
What are you getting, Athena?
This testimony is pretty complex. Feelings of deep sadness and intense anger are being called up. Those two emotions appear to be running out of control.
Out of control emotions? Is that going to be a Pixar movie coming soon to theaters near you?
That's a great title.
Yeah, it's called Inside Out 2.
Oh.
We'll have to probe their cause if we want to get to his true emotions and testimony. There might even be odd or unnatural spots in his testimony he isn't even aware of.
All right, let's probe the cause of his out-of-control emotions then.
I'll explain how to probe. Let's find the root cause together.
She's explaining it? Oh, right, because this
I
is
think
DLC.
They wrote this for people who might just start with the DLC
I
for some
forgot.
reason.
I forgot.
Because of the whale.
Yeah. They were like, I don't care about the lawyers. I love whales.
Yeah. I don't know what the rest of this shit is, but the
Yeah.
whale, though.
I don't know who these people are. When you see something off in a statement, tap the probe button. Next, point to what's causing Mr. Rhymes' out-of-control emotions.
Oh, we've got a song playing.
Turn down for what?
Nicely done. Karika and Lena Kira teaming up for a high up followed by a turn down for what? I do appreciate your combination there.
Finally, tap probe to complete the process. When emotions are out of control, memories can be recalled incorrectly. If you still haven't found anything after all the statements and images, I'll help.
Great. All right. I'll get started comparing the statements with the images.
Could you imagine if they had like a company Slack though? They're all just sitting like 10 feet away from each other and they're all just messaging each other over Slack.
Oh boy, wow, that is out of control. In the show pool, wow, he's pissed and sad about this. In the show pool, the orca shot the captain up into the air. I mean, it makes sense.
Because he's like, I wanted to do that.
So wait, what is the probe function again?
I think that's just when we can point out inconsistencies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right?
It's-
Yeah, right
But
now
I wanna
think
say
it's just
that's-
showing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say that's probably on the statement about the spectators.
Oh yeah. Dave Lusional,
That
thank
could
you.
be right.
Thank you for bonking Marin.
Oh.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's acting like there's an audience, not even just like random staff or something.
wait, this is
Probe him. Maybe the audience, yeah. Probe them.
Poke every one of them.
I doubt there were any spectators at the show stage when the owner died. If there had been, those witnesses would have told us the true crime scene right away. Holy shit, I didn't even think about that aspect of it.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, it would be really late. What? Oh, right, of course. I just made a mistake.
You said it was the whole truth.
Okay, that made the sadness subside. So maybe the spectator's part was what was making him sad?
I was sad
He's a little
nobody
bit
watched
less
the
of a
cool
crybaby
kill.
now.
I wonder why he would make that mistake saying spectators were there. How strange.
The only thing I can think of is that he was mixing up one memory with another. Like, he was in a similar situation before, and it was deeply imprinted on his heart.
Probably the previous person who was performing Azure, right?
Yeah, I think so.
A situation where an orca killed somebody and there were spectators there? Hey, I think I know why he's mixing up his memories.
Wait, I know that
This
one.
bitch is traumatized.
The reason why Mr. Rhymes mixed up his memories is this bitch can fit so much trauma. What am I looking for here?
Maybe it's the book, because that was the first incident, right?
Right, that's right. The Killer Whale.
Take that!
Mr. Rhymes, I think I know what happened. Could you have been mixing up what happened a year ago with this incident? Maybe that's why you slipped and said the owner was killed in front of spectators. What? How did you? You're right. I did see the orca kill somebody a year ago. But what about it? I was just one of the spectators.
Really? Just another spectator? There must be a reason why you feel great sadness about that incident last year.
Silence!
He was dating the fucking trainer that was killed, that's why. That's my gut.
Stop this nonsensical scrutiny of feelings. Just present evidence to prove your point.
Boss, do we have any kind of evidence that would back us up here?
There is one piece that comes to mind that might explain his sadness.
Well, I'm waiting.
I'm waiting.
You're too slow. Let's see who there's evidence that has to do with Marlon Rhymes as sadness.
The charm,
I
right?
need evidence
Yeah, I
that
believe
he's
so.
sad.
Let's
Ooh,
throw it
he's
in his face.
Oh, sad boy, are you crying about your dead
Oh,
girlfriend?
is this gonna make you sad if I show it to you?
Azura Summers died an accidental death 1 year ago. This is her
He's like,
boy-
my boyfriend died for a year once.
This is her boyfriend's charm. Hey, what are you doing with that charm? It was found in Rifle's stomach yesterday. I rifled through his stomach. Judging by your reaction, I believe this charm belongs to you. And are you sad about it? You gonna cry?
You can be a little baby.
Is Goblin Jr. gonna cry? Thank you, Lena
I
Kara.
guess I need to push him just a
No,
little.
I
Oh,
guess
that's-
I need a push.
Well,
him a
yeah, I
little-
think you need to do it.
I need to push him just a little harder to make him admit it.
When Mr. Rhymes said the word charm, he was very rattled.
Charm type.
We better examine this charm a little more.
Good idea. Let's make everybody watch us look at this.
And why didn't we do this before?
Huh? What's this? A photograph? This would have made everything clear.
Why didn't you just... It was that easy?
Hey, this is Azura Summers and Marlon Rhymes.
Damn. I see why he was dating her.
Hey, those are huge.
They
Mr.
look
Rhymes,
like a
you and
very
Azura
good couple.
Summers. We're a couple, weren't you? A couple of besties.
So what if we were besties?
They were roommates?
It doesn't have anything to do with the captain's case.
You believe you saw the orca kill your girlfriend. That's the cause of your sadness. Isn't that emotion of yours connected to the current case?
He's triggered, y'all.
The only thing you revealed was the witness's relationship with the victim a year ago. What does the witness's past have to do with the case at hand?
I don't know yet.
But we managed to pinpoint the source of his sadness. Now let's delve into who Mr. Rhymes is. Now let's delve into who Mr. Rhymes is angry at.
The woke mob. All right. Who is he angry at? Let's see.
The woke mob.
Yes. Info update. Okay. I can
gone.
still remember the captain's dead body clearly.
I feel like it's got to be the whale, right?
Oh, at the beginning?
Whenever it shows up, maybe.
Oh.
I don't know when it
All
was.
Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. Is it angry that she was trying to protect the orca, maybe? Angry at Sasha? Oh, angry at finding the body.
I think just angry at the whale in
Okay,
general.
I'll trust you,
Yeah.
Soupy.
Well, the whale was in the previous, the shot that you.
Because he's really trying to get this whale declared guilty.
So this one?
Whichever one, probably.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it doesn't
Just
really
go ahead and
matter.
try it. Yeah.
I see.
The subject.
Mr. Rhymes, you're angry with Orla, aren't you?
Angry? At an orca? Why would I be? If you think I have some reason to be mad, then show me some proof.
Do I have proof that Mr. Rhymes has a reason to be mad? Or some sort of meme face that says, you mad, that will make him mad? I've got your proof. I don't know if
I've got your meme face.
Bro.
I bet that evidence we just took a look at would come in handy here. This charm indicates that you are Azura Summers' boyfriend.
It told me.
I'm sure you believe Orla killed your girlfriend a year ago. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. He is angry at the orca because he got cock-blocked. You lost your girlfriend, and so you've been angry at Orla, the cock-blocking whale.
Damn. He was trying to like whip his cock out, and the whale just went.
The boner
slap
killer whale.
Ugh. All right, I admit it. I'll never forgive that orca.
Fuck that whale.
My boner's never been the same.
Once you touch that weird rubbery skin, it's like, ugh.
Azura is dead, and that orca is still swimming around, happy as a clam, except it's a whale. I became an animal keeper just so I could prove that orca is a killer. You're right. I want that orca to pay. There. Do you feel good dragging up a person's past? But it still doesn't change anything.
Yeah, he's right.
I disagree. It does change things. His out-of-control emotion quieted down. Now we should be able to find out the truth behind that emotion.
It's real emotion. Never give it up. All right. Let's see. What are we doing now? The unexpected emotion. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all sadness and anger still.
Well, let's look at that last one again.
When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked.
Sometimes it's the emotion that's not there too.
Yeah.
So maybe
Oh.
it's that
Fear isn't there.
he said he freaked, but he wasn't
There's no
surprised.
shock.
He's
Yeah.
angry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, good call. I didn't even think about that. When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, you freaked? Really?
Doesn't look like that according to Danny DeVito.
According to my computer, you did not freak.
What are you getting at?
With Mr. Plume as a witness, Orla was guaranteed to be accused of the murder. Man, I would play the shit out of Final Fantasy X-2 on stream, Azel Magia.
Do it, bitch.
I love that game.
Girl power.
Those girls, dressing those girls up is wonderful. I love those girls. Didn't it work out exactly as you'd hoped? In order to have Orla put down, you made sure Mr. Plume witnessed that scene. Look at that face.
Hi.
According to
Face of
Keikaku.
a mastermind.
According to Whale Kaku.
Martin's getting bullied in the chat.
What? What are you talking about? No,
They're
I'm
trying to
I'm
bully
on
you to play in
board.
Final Fantasy. Exactly.
I'm on
Peer
board.
So-
You are now.
pressure.
Martin just likes to be bullied.
A
does.
thousand words cry out through the ages. They'll cry for you.
So, you figured all that out, did you?
Mr. Rhymes, are you admitting it?
I didn't really want to have to fight anybody but the orca. But you leave me no choice. Getting crunk.
Look at that Adam's apple. That 3D on that would have been great.
Just right at your face.
Oh my fucking god.
Wow.
Holy shit. Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ. Now I know why she was dating him.
Right, I was just about to say.
Meow.
Karina's like, yo, are those inflatable
Wow, it's not a bug, it's a feature.
or?
Thank you for the hydrate command, Void Adept. I appreciate that.
Now it's time to get serious. Ahoy! What? Yo, 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 ho, ho! Ahoy, me meat brothers represent! Avast you grass eaters, stay free! Take me words and pop in your mouth! Scurvy grass eaters kneel to me! Yo, 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 ho! Bro, I'm ready for the showdown!
For whatever reason, I'm now like picturing him with a really thick Cockney accent.
Okay.
Yo, bro, I'm ready for the showdown. Apples and pears, you know.
It's
what
probably
I'm
because you're
saying.
expecting him to be a 4Kids One Piece character.
Yeah, exactly.
Henshin. Vice, thank you so much for the resub. Holy shit. Vice, thank you for resubbing for 63 months. Holy shit. Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for all the hard work and the wonderful content. Please keep being yourself. You're always so kind, Vice. I love hearing from you, and thank you so much for the 63 months of sub there.
That's a lot of
Okay.
babies.
This guy, holy shit.
That's like 9 babies.
Well, what is going on? Where did this pirate fellow come from?
He's confused.
Who's this guy? He looks like a completely different person.
Order! If we don't have order, Prosecutor Black will yell at us, and I can't handle that emotionally.
Even Prosecutor Blackwell is at a loss for words.
So, I plan to have that wench be a witness? You caught me out. It be true, I thought that Orca's murderous ways should be found out. That'd be why I schemed to have DePlume see the body.
So he's supposed to sound like a pirate, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess so.
That should be way.
So you admit it? You deliberately framed Orla?
It be true, but what skin be that off anybody's nose? That Orca be a murdering scurvy dog.
Actually, she's an orca.
I may have a grudge against that Orca, but I always felt grateful toward the captain.
Actually, she's the queen.
Yeah, dogs don't live in water. Last I checked.
The Orca murdered Azura and the captain, so of course she should walk the plank.
But if she walks the plank, she'll just fall back into the water and be fine.
Yeah, I don't think orcas have legs, genius.
Yeah.
She's
Put me
gonna
in
like
court.
flop off the plank.
It's like, did you think about any of this?
Ah, I don't have a response to that.
I agree it wouldn't make any sense for him to kill the owner. Why would he? But his hatred for Orla, on the other hand, comes through loud and clear.
Wait a minute. If killing Mr. Shipley doesn't make sense, who would it make sense for Rhymes to kill? Maybe my theory has been all wrong. Your Honor, I think I just became aware of a new fact. I think I just became aware.
I just became aware.
Whoa, where am I?
I just woke up, Your Honor. Oh? And what is that?
Leonta the DK, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 2 for 77 months. Holy shit, a lot of big numbers today. I do appreciate it, Leonta. Now that we know about Mr. Rhymes' intense hatred of Orla, it turns the premise we've been arguing under on its ear. What?
Sorry?
I will now reveal the identity of the individual Mr. Rhymes meant to kill from the start.
It's Apollo.
You may as well have.
I think it's the whale.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
Take that!
What? So the witness's intent was to kill the orca?
Exactly. The witness's intended victim was not Jack Shipley. From the start, it was all a scheme to kill Orla.
The orca was his true target, but Jack Shipley is the one who died.
Pay attention, Jesus.
The orca is alive and quite well.
He's right.
He makes a good point there.
If only I could think more than 5 seconds ahead.
That'd be crazy.
I'm gonna have to work on that.
He wanted to kill the orca, and yet it was Jack Shipley who fell to his death. And it sounds like some cuticles are falling to their death as well.
Listen, stop.
Those are not cuticles, first of all.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah! Thanks, Baron.
How did that happen? Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum. Wait a minute. What if Mr. Rhymes wanting to kill Orla was somehow connected to Mr. Shipley's death?
Yeah, well, of course. Duh.
At a loss for words, are you? What happened to your bravado of a moment ago? Enough of these reckless words! Without any basis in fact.
Objection!
They aren't reckless words. I won't object to the other part, though.
I am delusional.
I am making shit up. The basis for my claim is at the real murder scene, the show pool.
What are you talking about?
It's my contention that 2 incidents happened at the show pool. The attempted murder of the orca, and the victim falling to his death. First of all, in order to kill the orca, Mr. Rhymes removed something from the scene. And by doing so, he made it possible for Mr. Shipley to fall to his death.
What did he remove? Apparently this is my line. This is what Mr. Rhymes removed in an attempt to kill Orla. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Wait, I got this one. I want to play. I want to play.
The ladder. Because of the fingerprints?
I want to say it's the water. Well, because
Oh.
the fingerprints are on the ladder, and that's why I think it would have been there at the time of the crime.
Okay.
So I think he would have just like fallen down the empty pool.
I think you're right.
Falling down the empty pool, hallelujah. Don't tell me you're trying to claim he braved your prayer.
Don't tell me you're trying to claim Michael rowed the boat ashore.
Anyway, don't tell me you're trying to claim he tried to kill the orca by draining the pool water.
That's
He drank it all.
He flushed. That's exactly what I'm claiming. To help the defendant with the cleaning, Marlon Rhymes took charge of Orla. With the plan to kill Orla in the show pool. And because the pool water was drained, much like Dee's nuts, It made it possible for Jack Shipley to fall to his death in the show pool, much like Dee's nuts. Check out the ass. Uh-oh.
Fish! Arr! I tried to kill the orca, you say?
Jesus Christ. Lena Kira, thank you for bunking me. That's deserved.
It's sashimi grade though, because it's still intact. Although hopefully that hasn't just been sitting out for a couple days.
Oh, it
I
has.
hope
even
it
know
was
where-
flash
He just likes
frozen
to
to kill
hold it.
parasites.
Yeah, where did it come from? Actually, now that I'm thinking
And
about
where did it go?
It was on
What
trial
if,
in the other
what if it
courtroom.
also blinked?
It's because he's bisexual.
Leon to the DK, thank you for the vamp redeem.
Can you even prove there was nary a drop of water in the pool? That day, I was simply looking after the orca. Why would I have the monstrous thought of killing it?
Objection!
You claim you were looking after Orla in the early morning hours of July 20th. But I don't think you were doing a very good job of it.
Get him. Get him.
After all, Orla wasn't given anything to eat during that time.
How would she know such a thing?
I know because of Orla's records here in the torpedo data system. This system continuously records data on the subjects it monitors. From Orla's record, we can tell exactly when she ate or didn't eat.
Oh, she ate.
Oh, she ate.
Sink me! Nobody ever told me about that dastardly contraption.
Only a few of the Shipshape Aquarium staff know about this system, and one bisexual disaster lawyer. According to Orla's record, she never ate in those early morning hours of the 20th. And let's be honest, who can eat?
Oh, she ate.
You planned to kill Orla, and that's why you didn't feed her.
Silence.
You're wasting time. What proof do you have of that?
Yeah, I guess Dave Lusional, it's weird that Rhymes wouldn't be aware of it, but I guess it's technically not his department.
Aware of the system? Because the system's not technically legal, they said.
Oh, that's
so,
right.
So maybe only, like, Dr. Krabs and the owner knew about it just because, like, they didn't want it getting out or something.
Did you say this?
I don't know. Perhaps the orca simply wasn't hungry. I'm very tired.
Yeah, he's right. I don't have any proof.
If Orla simply didn't eat, then that would create an inconsistency. Where did her fish go?
The penguins?
I think you're right.
Her fish? Good question. Where did it disappear to?
Fish. What does it matter? What relevance does it have to the case? Cease this stalling by asking inconsequential questions.
Inconsequestions are my specialty.
Stop delving into the depths of the orca's stomach and delve into the case instead. Stop trying to void yourself.
But wait, it may seem like a small inconsistency, but it's an issue of great importance. I think.
I hate you.
Have the when
You're
they say
driving
have
it,
the
Mr.
concept
right? You don't have a license.
What's going on, Marin, sir?
So when they say have the confidence of a mediocre white man, I mean Phoenix Wright is Asian, but you know they actually mean Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
Have the confidence of a mediocre lawyer.
Yes,
He definitely has white guy vibes.
he do.
How could the fish disappear? Somebody must have eaten it. Was it me?
Did I eat the fish?
So who came to the show stage and ate Orla's fish? I think I might have a pretty good idea. I believe there must have been a visitor to the show stage that Mr. Rhymes didn't notice. Oh right, the penguin feet prints.
Visitor.
Yeah.
Are you trying to introduce yet another suspect at this 11th hour?
Our special
What if
guest.
there was the fourth person
Yes.
in the room?
I God damn it. Wow, we have to get one more set of fingerprints, I swear to God.
Flipper prints.
One more of your careless remarks, Taka will look favorably upon it, and Taka is already homophobic.
I don't plan to utter any careless remarks.
Or
Only
homophobic.
careless whispers.
But oh no, that will trigger Taka.
Whether
Whether my
it'll only trigger him if it's a man. If it's a woman, then it's fine.
well, it's George
Yeah.
Michael. I mean,
Are you whispering to George Michael?
yes. Anytime you sing a song that a singer sang, you're singing it to them.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
Whether my remarks will actually be related to the case or not, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just yapping.
Don't worry, boss. If Taka comes this way, I'll fend him off.
I'll protect you, baby girl.
But do try to keep your remarks careful.
Somehow, Orla's fish disappeared, and Palpatine
Somehow
returned
Palpatine returned.
to eat the fish.
I think like 3 times now we've said the same thing at the same time, Mark.
Somebody must have visited the show stage, but who? This was the visitor to the show stage, Rifle. I believe Rifle the Penguin visited the show stage.
First an orca, now a penguin?
Yes.
What is this, an aquarium?
Why would you be saying such a thing, Mr. Lawyer? I didn't see Rifle during the wee early morning hours. Oh, it's a difficult voice.
Oh no.
Do you have any proof?
You can tone it down if you need to, Martin.
I might
Oh
have.
no, drink some water, bro. Live.
All right.
Do you have any proof Rifle visited the show stage? If ye be a lawyer of any salt, show me your evidence.
The bottom of Rifle's feet were pink for some reason. That fact is a clue that Rifle was indeed at the show stage. Thank you, Disney, for the hydrate command there. I have to present that piece of evidence that connects Rifle to the show stage. Kamen Rider Agito. Arikios, thank you for resubscribing for 43 months. What's that, Soupy?
I was saying I would think it's the sign
All right, yeah.
with the penguin feet on it.
Shout out to Arikios. Thank you for all your modly responsibilities, and thank you for hanging out in the chat with us all throughout these past few years. Oh, Lena Kira, I appreciate that.
I'll be right back really quick.
Oh yeah, no worries. I might switch the voice to just a regular pirate voice. It just seemed incongruous, but I might have to do it.
It's not incongruous.
All right. Well, we're taking a quick break while Soupy goes AFK. But I don't know if any of you picked anything up in the Steam Summer Sale, but I picked up a game called Super Robot Wars 30, which I guess is a long-running crossover series involving franchises like Gundam and other things that I'm not familiar with at all, and I've never touched these games, but apparently they're very fun JRPGs, and I kind of want to see if it gives me any kind of an inkling or a taste for mecha stuff, because, you know, I'm checking out Tokusatsu, which is kind of adjacent to it, but I'm definitely curious to try it. Wouldn't mind streaming it if we get around to that.
Yeah.
Did you guys pick anything up in the Steam sale?
I didn't. I
Ah.
don't play a lot of games, I'm afraid.
No, I get you.
So I like forget to even buy stuff half the time.
Spider CD says, not the Robot Wars I'd expect to hear of from a Brit. Yeah, we need Craig Charles up in here. Do you guys have Robot Wars in the US?
I know the name.
I think we did a long time ago.
I feel like it was a big staple of British television, but it wasn't a huge splash over here.
Yeah, I feel like there was a show that was like in the 90s.
Oh, yeah,
Robot Wars, but then it was short-lived.
I get you.
But no, I did not get anything in the Steam sale, although I should look because
It's still ongoing, isn't it?
I should look
I should
because
actually look at Steam for once in my life.
I beat Dave the Diver,
Oh, yeah.
and
Ooh.
now I need something else to play.
Well, Borderlands 3 just dropped on PlayStation Plus if you're looking for another PlayStation game.
Borderlands, alright, baby.
I always liked the aesthetic of Borderlands. I didn't play the games a lot because I'm not really a first-person shooter guy, but I really did appreciate the fact that they did something very different and outside the box for the aesthetic.
We played the first two a fair amount.
I remember playing it, the first one at least, a fair bit.
Yeah.
I'm
And then
back.
the second one, I think we played like 5 or 10 hours, which, you know, is not a lot.
Welcome back, Soupy.
Quite a
Hi.
few hours of my life to lose to a video game.
Did you pick anything up in the Steam Summer Sale, Soupy?
No, I didn't even know what was going on.
You've got 4 more days.
Soupy has
Only-
just
I still have several Steam games I haven't even touched.
Yeah.
I wonder if the new Ace Attorney thing is in the sale. It probably isn't, is it?
Probably not.
I'm not sure.
Who knows?
Doesn't look
There-
like it. Oh.
There was the
Only
original
game.
one that was on sale. The original.
Oh no, wait!
trilogy.
It's 20% off.
Wahoo!
Yeah, it ends July 11th. So I'll have to pick this up because we need to play the next game in the series, and I kind of don't want to do the. I don't want to be playing the phone version.
Yeah.
All right. I have to present that piece of evidence that connects Rifle to the show stage. Oh, Little Guardsman is also on sale. Now to prove I'm a lawyer worth my salt.
Well,
Worth the salt that I get from Edgeworth.
I prefer MSG and white pepper.
This is the proof that Rifle visited the show stage. Here we go.
Take that!
Penguins.
Oh my! What a cute little sign. Look at all of those adorable stars.
These stars are actually starfish. Miss Buckler painted this sign.
actually,
guys could
these
ma-
are starfish. I know they look like stars, but you're wrong, and you sound stupid.
but they're fish.
Phoenix pays 600 bits to highlight his, actually, Judge. In the early morning hours of the 20th, she left this sign at the show stage to dry. Mr. Rhymes kept an eye on the sign for Miss Buckler while the paint was drying. I'm gonna change the voice up because... Aye, that be true.
Yeah, go for it.
But what be your point? On this sign is proof that Rifle visited the show stage.
Proof of the penguin's visit? I'm afraid I don't see it.
Look, there's a guest book signed by the penguin.
I can't read.
Oh, God. This explains a lot.
How is he saying those are starfish? They're just stars.
Right? No, actually.
Oh, there are 2 little
The
penguins.
proof that the penguin visited the show stage. Please point it out.
Top left.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, these clearly aren't starfish.
There's only 4 points.
A couple of the pink starfish are shaped a little differently from the others, and I'm a starfish expert.
Ah, you're right. They look almost like little leaves.
Rifle had pink paint on the bottom of her feet because she'd just gone to Mardi Gras. These little leaf-like shapes on this sign are actually Rifle's footprints. She was losing it in the paint. Rifle made these...
Lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce. Rifle made these footprints by walking on the sign before it was dry.
Ho ho! What a cute little pink penguin prints.
So there are footprints. What of them?
Marlon Rhymes was watching over this sign at the show stage while the paint dried. And during that time, the penguin paid a visit. According to the torpedo data system, we know that Rifle ate something that morning of the 20th. Most likely, Rifle ate the fish meant for Orla that was at the show stage. Orla's snack was a small quantity of fish. Even a penguin could have eaten it all.
Begad, rifle ate oilers fish. Who be ye to say rifle ate oilers fish? She could have picked up food anywhere. But that doesn't change the fact that I really was at the show stage. After all, I had to help move the Skull Rock. He couldn't have been moved without me.
The witness claims he never saw the penguin. How do you explain this contradiction?
Both Mr. Rhymes and Rifle were at the show stage, but Mr. Rhymes didn't see her. So where could Mr. Rhymes have been at the time?
Right, Dodo. If you aren't up to the task. Am I quiet?
You're fine.
I could disprove this witness's testimony for you.
If I leave it to Prosecutor Blackwell, Sasha will be declared guilty. I can't let him interrupt this line of reasoning.
Mr. Wright, let's try to figure out how things looked when Rifle came to the show stage.
Mr. Rhymes was at the show stage, keeping an eye on Orla and the sign.
And we know it must be true because he helped move the Skull Rock.
And then Rifle came in and walked over the sign.
But wouldn't Mr. Rhymes notice Rifle if he was right there?
Well, let's think about where Mr. Rhymes could have been. Is there a place in the show stage area from which Rifle couldn't have been seen? I'm guessing it's the latter.
I don't know. We can try it.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Take that!
What? Inside the pool?
Sure, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So true.
Wow. Good job, Mr. Wright. But you're right. If he was inside the pool, he wouldn't have noticed Rifle. So are you saying Mr. Rhymes was underwater the whole time Rifle was eating?
No, not underwater. When I think about what he was trying to do, the answer is clear. I love him.
I don't think that's true.
Now I'm finally starting to get the whole picture.
He was in the pool trying to drink up all the water.
Oh, shit.
You did it.
He was in there.
He had a straw.
Yeah.
Just like yesterday. Must you two always be whispering to each other?
It's private.
Why don't you admit that resorting to a penguin will get you nowhere?
There's at least 2 CGI animated movies about relying on penguins to save the day. And are you denying Happy Feet 1 and 2?
Oh, what about Surf's Up?
We don't talk
What
about
about
Surf's
Surf's
Up.
Up?
Damn.
There's no day saving, they're just in a surfing contest. Oh, I don't know about that. And trust me, Surf's Up 2 Wave Mania was not... Do not bring that one up.
Okay.
Do not talk to me about
What
that
about the Madagascar Penguins movie?
Oh, that's actually... You know what? That's valid.
So 3.
3.
Okay. Well, and like, are they saving the day?
They totally are. John Malkovich plays an octopus, and he's a bad guy.
No, that's not. Let me fucking finish, Phoenix.
Go
Jesus. So what I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted, right, is Madagascar Penguins, I don't know if you know this, is based off of a movie series called Madagascar. I do not know if they saved the day in those Madagascar movies, is what I was trying to say. Do they save the day in that movie?
I would not qualify Madagascar as a penguin movie.
But penguins are involved
They
and
feature
might
quite
save the
heavily
day.
in it.
Penguins are featured in the movie Fight Club. I wouldn't call Fight Club a penguin movie.
No, but the
You
question is,
wouldn't?
there is
I
a movie
wouldn't.
where penguins save the day. That is the question, not a movie focused solely on penguins, and then those penguins save the day.
We're going to ask the chat. We're going to do a poll. Is
Fight
Madagascar...
Club.
I'm not saying Madagascar is a fucking penguin movie. I'm saying there are penguins in the fucking movie that might save the day.
Yeah, chat. Does Fight Club have a penguin in it? Vote now.
Fight Club equals penguins?
Oh, I missed the
Yes.
question.
No. There we go.
Check yes or no.
Is Fight Club penguins?
We're gonna find out today. Nia Knight, great to see you.
Finally.
Club
Where-
Penguin. It's coming together.
Yeah.
Wait, are there
Chat,
penguins
Do
in
you
Fight Club?
have a
Club.
Fight Club in Club Penguin?
That was
Fight
gonna be my question
Club
exactly.
Penguin. The fact that Mr. Rhymes didn't notice rifle is such a small inconsistency. Oh, good point. Penguins in Evangelion as well.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
But
Did
it's
they save the day?
Wait,
no.
did that fucking penguin save the day?
I don't think anybody saves the day in Evangelion.
Yeah, that's a fair
But
point.
it's a key point that proves what Mr.
Well-
Rhymes was trying to do.
Why do they congratulate him then? If
Yeah.
he doesn't save the day.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
that's
I mean,
all I know about Evangelion is that he gets
if
congratulated
you
at
don't-
the end. So I think the series must have gone well.
he gets congratulated because he accepts who he is and he accepts himself. UK versus.
No, I think he saved the day.
Thank you for the raid there, UK versus.
Welcome.
Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a fun stream. You were doing some just chatting. I hope that you chatted it up. Yu-Gi-Oh! Scotland asks, Jim Carrey or Adam Sandler movie in Hotel Full of Penguins? Oh, you're talking about Mr. Poplar's Penguins? What was it?
Mr. Popper's Penguins? I
Mr.
wanna
Popper's Penguins?
Mr. Penguin's
think so.
Poppers?
Mr. Poppin' Penguins.
say? I think that's Batman for it.
Yeah. That's a movie with a penguin.
That was the miniseries.
What are you showing me here? But it's a key point that proves what Mr. Rhymes was trying to do.
The penguin is a key point.
Yes, in Madagascar,
And Fight Club.
at that circus,
How do they save things and fight what?
the show stage pool is very deep. You wouldn't get it.
Okay, so what exactly is the question? I don't understand. The poll
What-
is over and 89% of people said yes.
Fight Club
But
equals
what is the
penguins.
question?
There is, to explain the
It's the thing above the results of the poll.
Fight Club equals penguin.
Yeah, what is there not to get?
I hate communication.
If it helps, go on.
Is Yu-Gi-Oh! A penguin series? Yeah, there's the penguin episode.
There's a whole episode.
Yeah.
I hate everyone and everything on planet Earth.
If Rifle came to visit while Mr. Rhymes was at the bottom of this pool, he would have to get the fine cutlery out. He
What?
would have never noticed because he came to visit. He would
But
have
he
never
doesn't-
noticed Rifle. Orcas can be out of water for a short time without sustaining damage. But if they're out of the water, I don't know why that had to be extra nerdy for that line. But
They take damage
Yeah.
over time. if they're out of
Yeah,
the water.
he's taking like poison damage. Like,
Yeah, they're like, oof.
Oh, you sustained 5 hit points of damage.
But if they're out of the water for a long time, they weaken and eventually die from poison damage.
They're
You know-
like, oof. Ouch.
Ooh.
Oh.
In order to kill Orla, Mr. Rhymes had to drain the pool and the swamp. And while the pool
Oh,
was
a
drained
swamp.
of water, Mr. Shipley fell to his death. Bulletproof Kate says, my millennial additions, The Pebble and the Penguin and the Penguin Dance in Mary Poppins. Did they do a second penguin thing in the Mary Poppins sequel? Did Lin-Manuel Miranda dance with penguins as well?
I didn't actually watch that.
did anyone watch
I don't
that?
think so.
Hamilton. Penguin.
It came out, yeah, it came out during COVID. I
The
think,
show
so-
stage pool is about 65 feet deep, just like the Orca pool. Without water in the pool, a person could be made to fall 65 feet. Mr. Rhymes probably wondered what to do. If he continued with his plan to kill Orla, how would he dispose of Mr. Shipley's body? So he devised a plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. 1 skull rock.
What? How?
Lynn did Dance with Penguins Disney and Beyond. Of course, Disney and Beyond would know. Holy shit. Appreciate the update. So yeah, 2 Penguin movies. Additionally. Mr. Rhymes went down to the bottom of the pool and put the victim's body in the rock. And he then had Miss Buckler move the rock and the body together to the rhythm of the funky fresh beat.
Silence. And the witness made the defendant do this somehow without arousing her?
Suspicion.
No.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
I did not say that.
The Penguinimatic universe. That's right. Mr. Shipley told Miss Buckler that she couldn't perform in the new show. Miss Buckler became upset and wanted to switch back to the old version of the show. So Mr. Rhymes conveniently suggested that she take and hide a prop for the new show. Mr. Rhymes then manipulated Orla using her singing and lifesaver tricks. He schemed to have Orla find the body while Miss DePlume would be standing witness. He saddled Orla with the false charge of murder so that Orla would be put down. That is a roundabout way of doing things.
He's a dumbass.
Wow.
Yar! Rawr! Blood! Rawr!
Look at how huge his tits are. No man with tits that huge can have a big brain. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. I'm just being I'm being a misandrist now.
It just comes naturally sometimes.
Yeah. Like sneezing.
You've heard of improv yes and. This is Miss and. Risk.
So the fact that the witness didn't see the penguin?
Are we just gonna no-sell the fact that his animation had blood pouring out of him?
Yeah, nobody really gives a shit. Come
I'm
on.
not worried about it.
Go with the
DLC.
flow. I'm a prisoner.
It's intense.
Jesus. I've killed multiple people and my chains are broken.
Oh yeah, there were penguins in the Mario Brothers movie at the beginning. That's right.
Did
Shows
they say, don't talk to me or my son ever again?
it's a missed opportunity. Shows
Is Super Mario 64 a penguin game?
you could argue that.
I hate everything.
Yes, it is. There's a penguin in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
important plot point.
You understand how fine the hair can be split sometimes, guys? Come on. I need clarity.
This is why I
You're
can't be in the
mocking my
same
need
boat
for
as Marin when
clarity.
we're doing the puzzle. Shows that when
Because you're a
Rifle
brat and you need to be tamed.
visited the show stage, Rhymes was putting the body in the rock. At the bottom of the pool, that is.
Who would have thought the presence of a penguin could prove the witness's actions?
There was a dirty March of the
See?
Penguins parody with Bob Saget.
What?
Wow.
I'm sorry?
I know there was a Samuel L. Jackson narrated parody, but was Bob Saget in that?
A dirty one, though?
Is it dirty?
Like, what does that mean?
Wasn't there also a penguin documentary narrated by Ed Helms?
Really?
I think so.
Oh.
I can't remember what it was called, though.
I hope it's just called Rooted Doot to Penguins.
I hope those motherfuckers got paid scale.
Fish scales, because they like to eat fish.
No, just get paid the same as any regular voice actor.
Oh yeah, Piplup, that's a big
In
one.
fish.
Piplup's been in a bunch of Pokemon movies. Probably saved
Yeah,
the
but-
day.
Oh, there we go. We're
penguin
just
movies.
adding to the representation.
It's working. Just a little further now, and Sasha will be proven not guilty.
Silence.
Shut the fuck up. If you think you've won this battle, you are sorely mistaken.
Bob Saget directed the Samuel L. Jackson parody one. Okay.
Your theory is based on the notion that the witness could manipulate the orca.
See, I don't know if we're spelling his name right because I'm seeing Bob Sagat and I'm thinking of Sagat from Street Fighter.
Witness, can you control the orca's actions?
Remember when Ryu did the Shoryuken to Bob Saget and gave him that scar? America's funniest street fights.
Of course not. What kind of bilge be that? I be but a simple animal keeper.
That show is so problematic.
If my memory serves, and it does,
Trust me.
Wasn't Miss Buckler the only one who could issue commands to the orca?
Oh, with the whistle.
Tweet, tweet.
Ugh.
The judge's blade is sharper than the lawyer's. If you wish to do battle with a witness, you'll need a honed blade.
How are we doing on time left in the game, by the way? Does anyone know if we're close to the end, if it would be worth trying to push through to the end?
I can check. I know we have another trial segment.
Really?
so-
Okay.
Yeah.
How,
Hold on, let
how are
me
you feeling,
check.
Marin? Because I mostly want to check in with you because you mentioned earlier you were tired.
Yes, because I only got about 4 or 5 hours sleep, so I'm sleepy.
So how do you want to handle that? Do you want to go for a bit longer, or how do you want to handle it?
I mean,
It looks to me like we're like almost to the end of this segment anyway. We just
Okay.
have.
Okay.
We're definitely not gonna, be getting to the second one today. I don't think.
Okay,
Then let's finish up.
we'll finish up this section.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. For whatever reason, like the sun is just waking me. Well, okay, I think I know what it is. I'm taking
It's the
certain
sun.
No, I'm changing up my medication. So of course my
Oh, I
body is
see.
like but and then the sun, like at 7 a.m., it peeks through the curtains right at my face. So
Mm.
I went to Walmart and got some blackout curtains because I'm
Nice.
Woo.
That's my story.
Did you say this?
Where is your sort of evidence that Marlon Rhymes could manipulate the orca?
Yeah. Yeah. I watched the cursed videotape from The Ring. Rhymes had to have manipulated Orla in order for his plan to work. But how can I prove that he gaslit that whale?
Well, it appears this line of reasoning has become unsustainable.
No, Wendy Lee.
Well, it appears I was mistaken.
Wendy Lee is
That's all-
here.
What say you, Wendy Lee?
That's all it took to convince me. Let's go.
Send her out.
Is this
No.
a Wendy Lee game?
just because she voices Haru,
No,
he
it's a
doesn't make her
penguin
right.
game.
No.
Athena?
I've analyzed the hearts of all kinds of people.
That sounds good, Dog Jade.
I have enough experience to see when I look into your heart that you haven't given up.
Do you also see anything else? Is there anything else in my heart aside from sadness and loneliness?
Yeah. Bisexual.
Ah. Everybody says that to
It's
me. when
because
they-
he's bisexual.
So that objection was my way of speaking up for your heart.
PK Luigi, thank you for the vamp redeem. We nailed it. You nailed it there. She's right. Why would I become a lawyer again only to give up? I have to keep fighting. So it seems like there's less than an hour of gameplay left without commentary, but presumably with commentary it'll probably be about 2 hours. So next
I
time...
mean,
Go on.
in the game itself or just this segment? Because it's not going to be an hour for this segment.
No. Arikios is saying less than an hour of gameplay without commentary. I think he's talking about what's left.
No, it looks like he's saying the whole thing.
That's what I
I
meant.
bet next week could do it.
That's what I meant. Why would I become a lawyer again only to give up? I have to keep fighting. Athena, thank you. With your help, I've remembered the old right way.
The right way? You mean bisexual?
Your Honor,
Lying?
I'm not finished with presenting my argument.
Do you have anything else to ask this witness?
You've cross-examined all the witnesses and presented all your evidence.
Objection!
I've only presented like 4 things. All the witnesses? I don't think so. I haven't cross-examined the most important one, the central figure in both cases.
The whale.
Yes.
The central figure.
The one involved in not only the case a year ago, but this current case too. And current was a water pun, but nobody's gonna appreciate that because I didn't say it out loud.
Nailed it.
I've never called her as a witness, but it's time to do so now.
Well,
Who are you talking about? I demand you tell the court immediately.
well,
Who is this central figure in both cases?
well.
An orca nicknamed Orla. The defense calls the central figure in both cases Orla the Orca.
You intend to cross-examine an orca?
We are so fucking back.
Yeah.
Willie has been freed.
Arr, cross-examine an orca. Ye must be addled. It be impossible, says I.
He's so annoying.
Silence.
This absurdity is beyond the pale. How do you expect to question an orca, a creature incapable of speech?
Well, I'm questioning you right now, so...
You are a brat.
Damn.
And somehow you... Oh, no, wait. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
No, Misa, stay. Misa called Phoenix right. Misa, your humble lawyer.
I don't need a
Tis
lawyer.
demanded by the gods of truth it is, and justice. Orla is intricately involved in this case. I have every right to cross-examine her, just like she has every right to vote.
Slap that yacht
Because
girl.
she's a woman.
We believe in women's and whales suffrage.
When they let women vote, they forgot the fine print, so now any female can vote.
All men and women and whales are created equal.
It's
Yes.
It's all human men, but then females of any species.
Because men are jerks.
Besides, even if she can't speak, I think cross-examining her will be fucking funny.
Very well. Do what you will then for the fucking lulz. But if you fail to garner anything from this little exercise with the orca, I hope you realize the reward for your efforts will be the defendant's guilty verdict.
Thank you, Dusk. Bring for the 10 bits. Judge, if I had a nickel every time Mr. Wright cross-examines an animal, I'd have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice.
And I spent those 2 nickels on Genshin Impact.
I'm ready and
Get on the
confident.
class action lawsuit, Grandpa.
I'm hoping to get my 2 nickels back.
4 nickels. Double your money.
So, cross-examining Orla, huh? That was a bold move, boss. Now all we have to do is figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla.
That's right. Now it's Orla's turn to help us save Sasha.
An orca defended yesterday, an orca witnessed today. This is truly unprecedented. But even though this is highly unusual, I'm prepared to allow it.
Fuck it, we ball.
I'm bored.
I remember the
Hey,
parrot,
ready
so...
to witness telecast. We'll have a 10-minute recess while the telecast is being set up.
No, bring her in.
Yeah.
Wheel her in.
Yeah.
She'll be fine out of the water for a while.
Quit looking
No,
at me
she'll
full
just-
deck.
Dead.
She'll just be sitting there like, oof, ouch. Ah.
The poison damage.
Just get a clawfoot tub.
Yeah.
All right.
She deserves it.
We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're not quite there, but we're probably going to get there next time.
We will
Yeah, I think so.
arrive
Yeah.
soon.
All right. Good place to call it.
Yes.
Let's see who is streaming. But in the meantime, I'm going to say farewell to y'all.
Farewell.
But really quickly, Marin, was there anything you wanted to say to the chat before we pop off here?
In case you missed it, Code Geass is out now on Hulu, and Hulu doesn't tend to advertise their stuff, and nobody really knows about it. But episode 3 came out, and I wrote the English dub script for episode 3. So if you go on Hulu and look up Code Geass Rose of the Recapture, there is a separate listing for English dub and original language. I don't know why, but that is how they do things. And the words that you hear, what is his name? James.
Oh, you're talking about James I thought it was Urbaniak, but Urbaniak?
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Michael said Urbaniak.
Okay,
'cause I saw
Michael would
that
know.
Yeah. But James Urbaniak is doing a voice in the show. Dan Green is doing a voice in the show. So there are some really cool people speaking words that
You're the
I
coolest
say
person,
that I
though.
wrote. So
Wow.
yeah, so check that out.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna quickly get the. Oh, we can't raid. Okay. Sorry, one sec. Some people have raids turned off, so I have to reapproach that. But also, Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say to people before we pop out here?
Just thanks for joining us, everybody. That was a good time. A whale of a time.
We had a whale of a time. And Karina Drawfee, was there anything you wanted to promote or... I mean, obviously, happy birthday for Tuesday.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's promote Karina's birthday.
Yeah.
Let's promote my birthday. It's the day in which I was born.
It's a big deal.
I am my star sign is Cancer. Go watch Drawfee, please.
Please.
We'll be streaming tomorrow. A little after this time. Secret, we're streaming Metopia.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
Drawfee themed Metopia. So yeah, see y'all then.
Heck yeah. Look forward to that. Metopia is always a fun chaos. Presents some interesting scenarios with some interesting characters. I always love playing those Tomodachi style games.
Yeah.
Same.
All right. And I would like to stream some more Yu-Gi-Oh! This coming week, although Monday and Tuesday are looking pretty packed already. But I will do my best to get back to you guys on when I'll be streaming next. But aside from that, look forward to some new a new GX video and a new Duel Monsters rewatch video if you're subscribed to my Patreon. And also we're gonna raid Hasher Brown, who's playing some Master Duel himself. So go give Hasher a shout out. We are raiding within seconds. So take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Ta-ta.
Ciao.
We have